Welcome to my channel, Beautifying MZ. Today I bring you BoxyLuxe March 2021 plus the palette review. To find out what I got in the box and how the palette performed, please stay tuned. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Well, today I am going to be talking about BoxyLuxe March 2021. And this does come with a card. So BoxyCharm always inserts a card that has a monthly theme. This month's theme is Lucky. It also comes with the prices of each of the products and a little bit of a description for each of the products. But I'm going to give it a twist this time. I'm not just doing the unboxing. I'm also going to be reviewing the palette. But I'm going to go ahead and set it aside, and I will be back to do it before the end of the video. And so let's go ahead and move into the products and talk a little bit about the products. So first one in here, Tower 28. And this is a product that I have heard of. I've never had the opportunity to try, so I am going to try. Summer is coming, so warmer weather, refreshing sprays, and this one says it's a rescue facial spray. I love facial sprays. I use them all the time, and definitely looking forward to trying this one. And I do have makeup on, so I'm not going to do it because I know some of these sprays, because they're supposed to refresh your face, do have a strong stream, so I'm not even going to attempt to go there. But definitely going to be coming back and doing reviews on these products as well. So let's go ahead and get the price for the Tower 28, and it's SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray, and it is $28. So let's go ahead and move on to the next item, and it is something that I was looking forward to, hoping I would get in my box, and I did. And sorry, got ahead of myself, took it out of the box, but definitely a beautiful little bottle, and it's the Plum Hyaluronic Serum. And I love serums. I absolutely try as many as I can, not at the same time, but I do try serums. This is something I've been looking forward to. I have tried Glow Recipe products before, and I absolutely love them. So I would not be surprised if this becomes one of my favorites as well. But let's go ahead and get the price on that. And that is $42 for the Glow Recipe. Next in the box is the Dominique Cosmetics, and it's a lip liner in the shade Crush. And if it's the shade of the top, I'm not going to open it, and it is. I'm not sure if you can see it. And simply because I do have several pencils that are so close in shade to this, so I may not even end up keeping it. But definitely something I will come back and either review or let y'all know that it's in a giveaway. But for the Dominique Cosmetics Creamy Fill and Define Lip Liner, it's $18. And next is something that I am pretty familiar with because I have received several from BoxyCharm. And this is the Dose of Colors Single Shadow, which kind of surprises me because there's a palette in here and a single shadow. So not sure what that's about, but that is the shade of it. I'm not going to swatch it because it may end up in a giveaway. Next in here is also something that I'm pretty familiar with, and this is the Tula. And it's Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. And this is the one that's in this box. And this is the one that I received as well. So I'm going to put this back in because, again, it may end up in a giveaway. I don't reach for it as much as I would love to. It's not because it doesn't perform well, because it does. I just simply have a favorite one that I use, and it's actually from Becca. But this is the one that I have, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but it does give a glow. It feels super fresh. It helps with the application of the concealer. It helps to prevent a lot of the creasing. It doesn't completely remove it. Where there's lines, there's going to be creasing. Again, may or may not end up in a giveaway. I will see. But I do like it. I actually do. And for that, and once again, I did not give you the price on the dose of colors. And for the dose of colors, we're looking at $20 for one single eyeshadow. For the Tula Skincare Glow and Get It is $28, which is not surprising because it does perform well and it does refresh under the eyes. I do like it. I just don't reach for it as much because I do have my favorite. But let's go ahead and move on to the next product. And this is something that I chose, and it's the B Flat. And it's actually, I was not very, I don't know, just the choices for this month really didn't call for me, so I just kind of went with it. It has a really, really pretty bottle. I'm not going to complain. The container is absolutely gorgeous, and I guess it twists off, and it is a pump, and this is supposed to help you, ouch, sorry, this is supposed to help you flatten your stomach, kind of take care of I don't know, the appearance of cellulite and stretch marks and things to that effect. And I have started my journey of weight loss, and I know with that comes having to tighten your skin and stuff, so I figured, why not just toss it in the mix and start working with that. But I will definitely be trying that and coming back with a review for it. It may not be immediately because I don't start trying to tighten the skin immediately. I do wait a little bit, which I probably shouldn't, but it's how I work it. And for that, we're looking at, if I can find it, it's Maylis Cosmetics B Flat Belly Firming Cream, and it is $49. So definitely my choice. So hopefully it works the way I'm hoping it does. And next item in here is the Soleil, or Soleil, and it's let your hair shine. So this also was my choice item. Like I said, nothing really called out to me. It is a small little brush. It did say it was travel size. It was for touch-ups and things of that nature. And this is what it looks like. The bristles, I'm not sure how it works for the heat, but definitely going to be giving it a try. I don't do very much heat on my hair, but I do. There are times where I will. And definitely coming back to do a review with that and showing if it did anything to either straighten or give a different style to my hair. And for that, we're looking at the Soleil Hair Tool Mini Heat Brush. And it says it's $150. Me, personally, would I pay $150 for a heating brush? Probably not. I tend not to spend too much on the heating styling things. I don't use them often, so to me that would be pointless, so to speak. But now we get back into the palette. And I'm going to go ahead and go in here. And I'm going to go ahead and raise my sleeve, because I am going to be swatching it. I don't know how I feel about the palette. The shades, even having seen it in some of the, and it does come with the plastic cover, seeing it in some of the spoilers and stuff, it didn't call to me. I mean, it's, all the shades are pretty similar. I don't know, there's not much difference between one and the other, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But definitely not an easy palette to work with. The mattes were, there's a lot of kickback with the mattes, or kick up, however you say that. But there was a lot of it. On the, it says there's shimmers. They're not very creamy, so it was kind of difficult to apply. I tried different brushes. I tried applying it even with my fingers, and it was still not dark enough. So pretty much everything that I did, with the exception of what's up here for the transition shade, everything else that I used with this, I ended up using setting spray to wet the brush with, because it just was, there was no pigmentation staying. It was giving me a lot of shimmer and shine, but only if the light was shining on it. But it had not a lot of color. To me, most of the shimmers that I have tried with different palettes, they're kind of creamy, so that is amazing. They apply and they stay. So to me, that feels like there's something already in there that's going to keep it on the eyelid. That's not the case with this palette, at least the one that I have. I'm not sure if anybody else received it and didn't have as many problems. However, that said, I'm not a pro at this. So I don't have a lot of the tips and tricks and stuff that other influencers have, that, or makeup artists that give you that payoff. For me, it wasn't there. So for beginners and intermediate makeup users, it's not an easy palette to work with. Will I reach for it? Probably not as often as I would want to, simply because it takes extra steps to do that. Because it did take me almost twice as long to do the eye makeup look as it would with a different palette. But I mean, the color, once I was able to figure out setting spray for each and every single one of the additional shades that I applied, I mean, that kind of helped. But I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these and see what it is, because even with the setting spray, I was getting fallout with that, so I didn't like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them. And you get a lot of payoff when you apply it with your fingers, which goes back to swatching doesn't always mean anything, because swatching is beautiful, but applying it and having it stay, despite the number of brushes that I use, different brushes, different sizes, different densities, and I was still not getting the payoff that I would have expected from this palette. I mean, $50 for the palette, you should expect a little bit more than what I saw. But that's just me. That's me saying this about the palette. And here's the next set of shades. And this right here, I would have expected it with the setting spray to be as vibrant as that is, and that is not what I got. And I had no other shades on there. That was the only shade going on, and it did not give me that vibrant blue that is in here. And as you can see, it's really not as dark on here either. But let's go a second time. And I was hoping that pop would have been a little bit more, but it wasn't. at least not for me. So if any of you have any tips and tricks with this palette, I'd like to hear that, because I plan on trying to use more, or try to do some more looks with it, see if there's other ways that I can get the payoff, but hopefully it'll work and I'm able to use it more. But as it stands today, I don't foresee that I'm going to reach for this as much if I can't figure out a way to do it a little quicker. So let's go ahead and next set. And here we go with the next set here. There we go. And I mean, you can see the shimmer there, but once you tried applying it to the eyes, it was not really there. You could see the glitter and the light reflecting off the glitter. At least that's what I saw. So once again, if anyone out there has any other tips for me so that I can get more use out of this palette, I'd greatly appreciate that down in the comments section. If you have any questions, also go down to the comment section, leave me the questions, and if I don't have answers, I will find someone within my circle that does and get back with you, or provide you the link so that you can take a look at that person's channel. And those are pretty much all of the shades that are in the palette. Once again, this is just my opinion. This is just my review. This is how it performed on me. Maybe somebody else has been able to get a much better look because they do have a little more experience and tried it different ways. But as far as me being, I consider myself intermediate, not necessarily a pro because I'm not a pro, but intermediate because I do have a little more knowledge on it. But this is coming from someone that for close to 40 years did nothing but eyeliner, mascara, and lip gloss. And pretty much that was my makeup look. And now that my eyes are hooded, it's so much different for makeup application. So even when I used eyeshadows back then, it wasn't as bad. My eyes were not as hooded, so it was a lot easier to apply it. So now I'm having to relearn the process in order to not let my hooded eye appear droopy, and it takes a lot of work to do that. So definitely looking forward to additional tips and tricks. Like I said, put them down in the comment section below and see if someone else can make it easier, not just for me, but for other people that are going to be trying this palette. So all in all, I like the look that came out. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So end result is, I like it. It's fabulous. I do like the end result, but getting there took a little bit more work than I'm wanting to put in there. So because I can take half the time with another palette to create pretty much the similar look. So definitely a palette that I will come back and review again, maybe a few more times, not just one more time, just different ways, and see if I can get it to work for me differently. But here it is one more time. Go ahead and put it up there. That is one more time. And like I said, even with the setting spray, I was still, when I was tapping, I was still getting powder to come off. So not sure what that was about. I never get that with any of my other eyeshadow palettes. I haven't yet, so I'm not sure what that's about. But that is it for the box. Is it my favorite? No. March really was not completely my favorite. Some of these products, like I said, I chose two of them. Not really my favorite choice, but it's what called to me. Duplicate item. If you're already putting a palette in a box, why are you putting a single shadow as well? I didn't understand that concept. Having received two additional minis or singles before. Also, while I received a palette, I don't understand that. Maybe it's not for me to understand, but definitely some questions about the box that leave me a little on the fence about it. Good products, some of them, yes. Glow recipe, absolutely fabulously. Looking forward to it. The Tula product, which is back in the box. Definitely something that somebody may enjoy. I do enjoy it, but I don't reach for it as often because I do use my favorite most of the time. Definitely going to get a lot of use out of this one once the weather starts warming up a lot more. So I'm not going to waste a lot more of your time, and I do need to finish getting ready for work. I leave in about 10 minutes, so so definitely, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so down below on by clicking the red subscribe button. And next to that, like I had mentioned before, the notification bell, that will give you notifications that I am uploading new content and maybe a review of something that you're trying to figure out if you'd like to use. And pretty much that is it for the box. That is it for now. Until the next video, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye. Hello again, just logging on really quick. It is 12:40 a.m. I just got back from work. So 8.5 hours at work plus maybe an hour or two prior to going to work. And the eyeshadows are still staying on. And this is for the Barbarella palette. So as far as longevity for it, it stays on. But once again, after many brushes and 2 or 3 different primers, finally was able to keep it on the lid, and it has stayed. So I guess that's a big plus for it because it does stay on. Once again, okay, now I'm rambling, so see y'all in the next video. Good night. Bye.